Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Kakadash. Give honor to the elder apostles, gracious, gray millstone, GMS, really well, teaching this truth on the highways and hedges week in and week out, risking their lives and freedom to do so. Alright, shalom to the sincere household of faith, okay, that 1/3 part of Israel. Alright, the circumcision, the elect, hopeful elect. I might add, Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, trusting his word and his truth. Y'all be so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who believe on Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And this right here is just a quick one, man. This is regarding the vision that I had before sunrise. So it's a vision. Alright, in my sleep, you know, through the spirit I was shown a car accident. Just a sunrise, but in the vision, it was 2 vehicles involved. You know, actually it's 3. So my sister has a vehicle. My mom has a vehicle in this particular dream. And so it's like I'm riding shotgun in my mom's vehicle. It's weird. But I see my sister, she ends up crashing into this vehicle. Like it was like, you know how they say, if you crash into a vehicle in front of you, it's like at fault, right? So my sister rams this vehicle, and it looked like road rage or something, right? And I'm sitting in the passenger seat as if I'm observing. And I'm like, nah, this is crazy. And so, you know, my mom's vehicle, it's like I wasn't in the vehicle. It's like all of a sudden, like I was pulled out of the vehicle and just looking at it from a distance, almost like within close proximity. Anyways, my mom ends up hitting the vehicle, and then the vehicle ends up going off of a cliff, man. All right, and it was crazy, man. So I really didn't. I woke up early, right, earlier than usual. So I got up, said my prayers and stuff like that, and I got myself fresh and ready to go, you know, for my daily mission. So get my daily bread and whatnot, right? And I get back home and I do a lesson. Then I do another lesson. It was a correction lesson. And I forgot at this point, I forgot about the dream. I wasn't even thinking about the dream. I thought about it when I first got up, right? I was like, that was a weird ass dream. Anyways, make a long story short, my uncle ends up coming through, him and his wife, and he's on the phone. He's on the phone with my uncle in another state up north, right, Midwest. So they on the phone, and I go to say hi to my uncle. I go shake his hand and everything like that. What's up, you know? And he tells me, he was like, your cousin, she got into a car accident. And I'm like, huh? And he said it wasn't only her. It was, I think, you know, I don't know who else it was, but it was multiple people's, right? And so I'm like, man. So I'm just remembering the dream that I had early in the morning. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, you know, things hit you, right? So I'm like, man, every time something happens to one of my family members, almost every time, like especially like, you know, like close relations, like first cousin. This is my first cousin, female cousin, that got into what my uncle described as a bad accident. So my thing was like, you know, being concerned for my loved one, you know. So the natural thing, first thing you do is, you know, you have the thought in your mind to pray for your loved one. All right, and then eventually, you know, the vision came to me that I had early this morning. That I kind of, you know, I didn't write it down, you know, but brothers, this is like, you know, we've been told to like write these things down or document them somehow. So this is just me documenting this vision, man, and this is biblical. It says in these days, in these latter days, man, these latter times, end times, man, you know, that old men shall dream dreams and young men shall see visions, man. Right? And the Heavenly Father pouring the spirit of prophecy upon his sons and daughters, man. All right, there's another instance that happened years ago. It's my big cousin, man. And this is like one of my big cousins. I kind of, I grew up and seeing. He was much older and stuff like that. He had his wife and girlfriend, and all that. He used to move. He used to do his thing in the street. I put it like that. And he was like one of those ones that come around every now and then. And we hang out and chill. As far as being worldly is concerned, he was cool in that regard to me as a young and impressionable teenager. You see what I'm saying? And it's just that type of thing, right? So his sister, his sister and I were closer, right? His baby sister, right? And so matter of fact, I had this vision, and I saw my cousin, my male cousin, and he was like holding his heart, right? And then he pointed in the opposite direction, like behind him, right? And he started walking that way, and he was like holding his heart like he was in pain. And then I woke up immediately to a phone. My phone was ringing, right? And so it's his little sister, and she called me. She like, look, he's in the hospital. He had a serious stroke, and my cousin, he ain't been the same since then. I'm telling y'all, like, when the Heavenly Father, He's seen you these visions and stuff like that, man, in regard to your loved ones, the best thing to do is pray and take it as a warning too, man. Because if you look at the lifestyles of certain people or certain things that they go through, road raging for the first vision, the vision I had earlier this morning, right? Don't be road raging out here, man. All right, just do your best to be peaceable, man. Yeah, people gonna get on your nerves, man. That's the world, man. Vexation of spirit. But we gotta endure, man. We gotta keep our eyes on our prize, man. Stay focused on Yahweh Shema Shai. And so I'm just saying, man, the Heavenly Father, He's really giving us these visions and showing us these things in these latter times, man. And it's important to to heed the warnings, man. All right, we don't know how much time we got left here on planet Earth, man, because he's what the devil is doing, man. He's seeking to destroy and devour. But it's like we don't have a spirit of fear because we look forward to our kingdom, right? We're looking at it as the fulfillment of prophecy. So there's really no reason to fear. But these are just warnings, man, that we should be heeding. And Lord's willing, these visions that I just expressed with you and share with you are edifying, man, and as a further confirmation, okay, on top of the other confirmation you've been receiving throughout your life, throughout your existence, but especially being in this truth, man. You know that these things are real. All right. So with that being said, all right, Shalom, man. Shalom.